Okay, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're listening to these guys. Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use an app for your Android to be able to write CV or resume for yourself, guys. So, real quick, we are going to use an app known as WPS. Okay, but before we go right into that, I want to explain the importance of knowing how to edit your CV. Okay, for me personally, I feel your CV should be updated and your skill in updating your CV is very, very important. CV or resume speak for us in our absence. So it is very, very important for you guys to actually know how to use your CV. So in this guide today, guys, we're going to be learning how to change font types, how to arrange spacing in between lines, how to actually type your CV accordingly, what is expected of you to type in your CV, and all that. We are still going to go as far as learning how to save our CV in our file manager, right in our Android phone. And we're going to look at how we are going to also upload the CV to emails that we wish to apply for jobs for. Okay, so I will teach all that and cover all that in this video, guys. So stay tuned, listen carefully, understand. If you have any question, please leave it in the comment section below and I will reply to your questions. So with that said, guys, we're going to go to Google Play Store, and the very app we are going to download is WPS, guys. So my Google Play Store, let me locate it right here, guys. I'll go to my Google. For you guys that don't know what Google Play Store, go to your phone, locate something like this. Okay, with this icon, you see Play Store. All right, click on that Play Store, and when it opens, click here. Click at this place and type in the name of the app you wish to download. So in my case, I will click where the arrow is showing, and then I will type in WPS. So when I type that in, I will now search. Okay, I will click the search button. After typing that in, I will click the search. Where is the search button? Look to your right, that blue thing with the lens icon. That's the search button. So when I click on that, it will go. If I don't want to click on that, another way to click on search button is this icon. So after you've typed WPS here, click here, and then all of this will open as it's opening here. And right here is our WPS. Okay, download this one with this icon. Okay, so you will see install here as shown by the arrow. In my own case, it's showing open because I have downloaded it before and I'm using it. But in your own case, click on download here, wait for it to install, and then you can go ahead and use it. So I'll just go ahead and click on open since I have my own downloaded, and that is it. All right. So I've clicked on it, and then I'll wait for it to actually open. Okay. So when it opens, you're going to see an environment like this. This is an environment you're going to see. And real quick, you will see these horizontal lines that are here, these three horizontal lines. This is the menu button, and when you click on this menu button, other options will open as well. Okay, so you can as well click on where it says create. Okay, if you want to create a new file, you click on this create here, and you'll be able to create a new document. Okay, so these are recent. Okay, so what is trying to load here are the recent documents that I have typed. That's why you see here is blue. That means that has been selected. Then you see files right here, guys. Let me move this away so that we can explain all. Okay, okay. So I'll just click, when you click on create, this will pop out. So this very one document, you can use it in doing arranging your PowerPoint, in arranging your doc file, in arranging your PDF format. But some of the options here, guys, you have to pay to actually use them. So the only ones I use is Excel, PowerPoint, and doc file. So in typing of your CV, we are interested in the document, the doc file, okay? Only the document. So once this opens, go ahead and click on the doc, and this will open. When this opens, go ahead and click here where it says blank. Okay, click on blank. That means you want to start from scratch in creating whatever you want to create. Okay, if you want a template for CV, you have different templates here, okay, which you can use. When you click on them, all you need to do is just click on each one and edit in your details, okay? But if not, click here, all right? So I'll click on this blank and I will explain all the strategies here for you guys, okay? So I'll just click on it like this. I'll just click here like this, and this is the environment. This is one page like this. This is a page, okay? So what you see here is showing that this is the end of the page. This is the boundary all the way down. If you go to this side, you will see the same thing on the other side here as shown by the arrow. So that means that's the typing area. That's the area you're going to actually type. So let's scroll down and check the edges. This is another one here. This is the boundary again. Scroll to the right. You see another boundary here. Let's scroll up and check our right. You see another boundary there. So that shows that that's a work area. Everything here is a work area, and these are the boundaries. These are the limits, more like the margins. Okay. All right. Now let's begin with. Let's say I want to type a CV. Let me say I want to type CV, and my name is Mark Damian. So I'll just type Mark. Can you see? Damian. Okay. So when I type my name, the next thing is my address. I will just type address. Okay. And what is my address? Let's just say number 14, James Street. James Street, comma. Then we'll put Wumba Village, Apple. Abuja FCT. Okay, so let's assume this is my address, then my phone number. Let's type my phone. This is my phone number. Okay, so I'll just type phone there, then I'll type 08024259734. Let's assume that's my phone number. So everything I have typed here represent my heading. Okay, so now you will notice after doing this, okay, always click on this. Okay, you will see this icon. Okay, when like now I want to change it. I want to actually change it to make it look like a heading. So I'll click on this option and then different options will come up, which I will select the one I want. Okay, so I'll click here and then I will scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Okay, but before I do anything for that thing to affect whatever that is here, I have to highlight it. So if you don't highlight anything and you do anything here, it will not affect whatever you wish to work on. So if I want to do anything, I will first of all highlight like that. I want to work on this, all of them. Can you see? Just click here, hold it and drag down. Do you understand? Do you understand? Let me explain that with an arrow so that you understand. So for example, if I want to highlight this the way it is highlighted, I will click on this first letter here, the area that I want to begin the work area on. I will click here, hold, and then I will drag down, and then the area will be highlighted. Very simple. So you click, hold, drag down, and highlight the area that you want to deal with or you want effects to actually take place on. So I've done that already. So when I now do that, this is the time now that I will now go ahead and click on this option. Okay. So because it's highlighted now, anything I do here now, it will affect the area that has been highlighted. So now that it's highlighted, I will now click on this symbol. Then I will go to where it says this. Can you see? This area, I want to make it look like a heading. So this is a heading. This is more like a heading. So I want it to look like this. Okay. So I will do it like that. Can you see? Now I want the name. I want the name here. I want the name here to be bold, to stand out from these other ones. So I will make it, I will increase the font size. Okay. So to increase that font size, all of them are highlighted here. So I cannot go ahead and increase the font size. Again, I will only highlight the area, the name that I want to increase the font size. So let me go ahead and do that. So when you want this to disappear, just click on any white space. The highlighted, whatever you highlight will disappear. So by clicking anywhere, it disappears. So again, I will hold on this M and I will drag it to the right and then it will highlight again. Then when it highlights, again, I will click on this. All right. Even when the letters, I just click on this area, you see there, always there. So when you click on the different options will pop out and here is the size. Okay. So here is the letter size. Here is at 11 and the font type is Calibri. Okay. So I can change all of that. Okay. But I want to change the font size, but not now. I don't want to do it now. But let me just do it so that you understand. But I don't want to do it now. So I'll click on that. When you keep scrolling, you see them. So for your heading, you can leave it as much as 26 or 28. So I prefer to go with 28, but that's big. I'll just go with 26. 26 is perfect. Or even 24 is not bad. 26, 24, I think is okay. All right. So now if I want to make it dark, okay, if I want to make it bold, I will click on this. Okay, that makes it bold. If you want to underline, you click on underline. This italics. Okay, but you don't normally underline your name. So just click on bold and leave it like that. So I want to click on bold and I want to change the type, the font type. I want to leave it at Roboto. I'll be using Roboto. So I'll click in this area and then Roboto will come up. So I'll select Roboto. So Roboto will make it more thicker. Okay. So with that said, now I want to see this arrangement. Okay. So now I want this phone number. The way you see phone here, where you see phone, this phone, you can make it black, make it dark. You can make all this one to dark. You can have these both things on the same line. Okay. So when you want to make it dark, I will highlight the number and then I will click here, the option, and I will click on bold. Size bold. And I will also highlight the address. I told you for the highlight to disappear, just click anywhere, it disappears. I will click on the address. Okay, that's wrong. I will click from the beginning and then I will drag. Can you see? Do you understand? So I told you highlighting is very easy. If you want to highlight this address, now see where I click on this white space close by. When I click and hold, I now drag it to this point and the address was highlighted. So now when that is done, again, I will click bold here. Can you see? Now, let's say I want to have this on the same line, both of them. I will click here. Can you see? I just clicked here. I just clicked here and then I will delete. I will go back, then they all fall on the same line. All right, so that's very easy, guys. So that place is clicked. So I will click again so that my alphabet will show. So it has shown. So I will hit this backspace. Can you see? So I think they are on the same line now. So now I want to use a separator. So I'll click on my number option. Click on where I say equal to slash less than. Then I will click on this one. Can you see? And I will separate it. Okay, can you see? They're both on the same line now, which is perfect and awesome, guys. So with that said, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use career objectives. Okay, see, that's career objectives. Then I will click back. Then I will write my career objectives. Okay, so you can type anything to be your career objectives. So make sure your headings are properly typed. So my career objective can be to be able to work and contribute my best in any company I find myself. Do you understand? Your career objective should be better than this. So I'm keeping it short because of the video. So after career objective, then you have to do you have to put in your personal details, personal information. Okay. So in that personal information, you can write state of origin. Okay, put here, and then you can put, let's say, Lagos. Let's use Lagos, somewhere better, man. Let's use Lagos. State of origin, Lagos. Local government area, you can use Ikeja. Ikeja. Then you go next. Okay, I hope you know how to type now. Using the key is not a big deal. Local government. Then you can say age if you want, date of birth if you want. It's not necessary. So date of birth. Okay, you can put here 12th of July. After your July, make sure you put comma 1990. Okay. Then the next one, you can write spoken language or spoken languages. You can speak. You can, if you want to put German, French, Swahili, etc. Whichever one you can speak, Yoruba, Igbo, etc. So you are done here. Now you go to the next one, your education. Okay, your education. Okay, so all these parts that are key point, highlight them. Okay, and make it bold. Make it bold. Okay, I will come here to personal information too. Highlight it, and then I will make it bold too. Make it bold here. Highlight the career. Make it bold too. Make it bold too. Can you see? Now, when you are now here, you see here, you see under that personal information. You can click here. Click where you see state before the S. Click there and add bullet to it. So when I click there, I will click on this. Then I will scroll down. I will scroll down and then look at this. This is the one I want to use. This is the one I like using. And if you're using one, use that one throughout. Okay. So I will click on that. Can you see? So now for me to arrange all of them to look like this, I will just click on the next one. Can you see this one? I will click right here, where you, before that L again. Okay. So when I see click there, you see it's blinking. I will just backspace, do as if I want to delete. So when they fall on the same line, I will now hit enter. It goes on the next. Click on date too, hit backspace, hit enter. Click on spoken language, hit backspace, hit enter. So all of them are arranged. Okay. Now if I notice, because your CV is supposed to be maximum of 3 pages, the spaces in between here are too much. I want to reduce the spaces in between them. So I will highlight everything from here. I will highlight everything by clicking on the first one, click hold, and then I will drag down to the point I want to stop. So it's just within this area alone. So I will do that now. So I will click on the S, I will drag down, and the area I want is highlighted. And I will click on this icon. Then I will now go down. Can you see where it says multiple? Where you see multiple here is where I will click. Okay, so it's 1.15 there, but I will reduce it to 1 or even less. So I will select 1.0 or 0.75. Okay, I think don't take it less than 0.5. For me, 0.75 is okay. I love it like that. So I'll come down to education. In this education here, it's very simple too. I can decide to say, okay, David, just an example. Okay, can you see it's on bold? So for me to avoid it being on bold, I can highlight it and then click on the four symbols here. Then I'll go ahead and remove it. You see, the bold, which is the B, is selected. That's why you see it's almost color, showing blue. It's supposed to be this color, this normal color that the rest are. So if I click on that B, it will remove. It's no longer on bold. So I'll just say David International School. David International School. Okay. Maybe that was my secondary school. I will put comma. Maybe I did the secondary school in Ikeja. I'll write Ikeja there, the location of the school where I did the school. Then when you are done, please, when you're arranging your education, it's important you put everything. David International School, Ikeja, isn't it? So the next thing now I will do is my qualification. My qualification, I'll put hyphen, I'll put column, sorry. And then I'll put SSC. SSC. Okay, if it's a degree, your qualification could be BSc, it could be HND, it could be anything. Okay. Now another one again is duration / year, meaning when you actually finished your school. So I'll put hyphen, I'll just put 2022. Sorry, not 2022, 2007. I will now put to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I will now put 2013. So that's the duration. Now, mind you, when you're writing name of your school, please, all of them should be in capital letter. Capital letter. So if I notice all the first letters are in small letter, I will click there, delete, and make them capital. Okay. International school. Can you see that? So now the name of the school, I want to make the name of the school bold. So I will highlight the name of the school. I will click on the menu button and then I will click on bold. Okay. So that has been done. So now the rest that are coming under the name of the school, I want to put bullet on them. So I'll just click on bullet. This one I will click before the D, then I'll backspace, then I will hit enter. Okay. If I notice that the space again between everything here is too high, I will highlight everything. Can you see? I'll highlight everything and reduce the space. Again, is the multiple is on 1.5. I will reduce it to 1.0 or 0.75 again. I prefer using 0.75 because that's the number one. So I'm done with education. The same thing you have done for secondary, do it for your tertiary and your primary. So this example is well noted. So the next one now, can you see? I will click on next. Can you see that it's showing that bullet? I will click back again and delete. Click again. So when it's blinking on a normal line, I will now click another one, which is work experience. Okay. I will now type work experience. This is another section of your CV that is very important, guys. And probably from here, we're going to round it up because I will assume I have explained everything. All right. So I will highlight it. Again, I will make it bold. Okay. So here, you type the name of the company. Okay. You click next, remove it on bold, and then type the name of the company. Let's say I work with Amos Epic Company. Okay. Where was it located? Put comma, write the location. If you don't want to use location, if you don't use comma as a separator, you can use the separator icon. Okay. But make sure there's space in between. Then you can type maybe the company is in Abuja. Okay, maybe you worked here. Can you see? Very nice. So this separator is more mature. Instead of using comma, you use that separator to separate them. It looks more organized. So maybe things that are involved, when you've written the name of the company, write the job title. Sorry, position head, sorry. Position, if it is in past tense, use head. But if you're currently working there, position hold. Or position, or job position. You must not put head or in order to avoid confusion. But if it's something you've done, a place where you've worked in the past, use head. So I'll use position head. I'll put here, I will say supervisor. So put supervisor. After putting supervisor, the next one is duration. I'll put duration slash year. Why are you putting slash year there? You're putting slash year because in some cases you just worked 1 year. Okay. So except if you want to include duration, you can put okay the month from January 2017 to December 2017. That's the duration. But if you don't want to have issues, you can just put that year 2017 alone. It's still accepted. Okay. So in this case, I'll just put 2017 to 2020. Okay. So advice where you have worked should be stated clearly. Then the next one is job responsibility. Make everything in capital letter. The J, I'll make it capital letter. All right. So I'm done, guys. So now the name of the company, I'll come here and make it bold. Can you see? Highlight everything. Click on bold. Can you see? Then from here, I will start adding bullet points to the list. So from here, I'll click on my 4 dots. That's the menu button. Then I will click on this bullet. Mind you, I'm using the same bullet all through. So once the first one is highlighted, the next thing to do is you click on the D. Click on the backspace. And then when you get on the same line, hit the enter button, and then this will also be selected. All right, so I'll click here, the same thing, hit the backspace. They're on the same line now. I will hit enter. That will be selected. I will do the same thing for job responsibility. So I will now do this. The same thing, can you see? Hit the backspace. Please, column is supposed to be here. I selected semicolon. So you take note of your errors. Can you see? Now I want to list my job responsibility. Because I want to list my job responsibility, this bullet is not supposed to be on the same line. I want the bullet to come under J. That shows that whatever we are writing here comes under job responsibility. So it's not on the same, it shouldn't be on the same level with these other bullet points. Okay. So once you click enter and this pops up, click the backspace. Let the keyboard pops up like this and click the backspace. You see that the bullet point has disappeared. So go back to your menu button and then select another bullet again. So that will automatically come under job responsibility. Then you begin to type managed. Can you see? I'm just assuming managed resources available. Resources available. You click next. Supervised all activities. Supervised all activities in the company. Reported, okay, to the head of the company. So can you see now? So all you are saying here, please, if it is in the past, what you have done in the past, make sure all your verbs here are in past tense, except you are still currently working there. If you see now I say reports, I'm supposed to say reported, so I'll go and correct that now. So make sure they're in past tense. Make sure grammatically your CV is written correctly. All right. So I will write reported here. All right. So with that said, I'm done. Make sure you don't add more than, don't add plenty job responsibility. That will make your CV to be too long. And you want to have your CV highest in 3 pages. Okay. So that is that. Then the next thing here, okay, I'm not listing all the jobs. I'm just giving you an example. So the next thing after work experience, you can now add in your skills. So list like 5 skills Okay, ability to communicate fluently, ability to use computer, ability to use this software, that software. Okay, you write all of them, list them out. So you can, here can be skills. Then the next one can be interest and hobbies. Okay, interest and hobbies. Then the next one can be reference. You can write reference or you can write referees, the same thing. Okay, so your interest, and that's all. You're done with your CV, just like that. Everything is done. So there's no big deal here. Now, when you have your CV, I'm going to Dasha. When you now have your CV written properly, that is all. When you want to save your CV, very simple. When I'm done writing my CV, I would like to save it. So you click on this icon where it says save. Once you click on this icon, this will pop out. Watch carefully. So make sure you click here. Click and change the path. Don't save online. Don't save on WPS Cloud. Okay, so you click here and change it to location. Okay, so when you click there, select the last one, the last option that says location. That means you want to save in your file manager right in your phone where you can locate it. So when you have this selected, another option will pop out. Okay, make sure you select document. This is document. Make sure you select document. So when you select document, the name will display. If you want to save it in another name, fine, go ahead and edit this. But I like it like that, then you click on save. This will pop out again, click on save again. Okay, so that is saved right into my document. Okay, that is saved right into my document. Okay, so maybe at the end of the day, you didn't know the name you saved it with, and you want to save again. When you want to save for the second time, can you see this place is blank? I cannot save again. You see, it's blank, isn't it? I cannot save again, right? Even if I click here, let me say if I do any change now, it will allow me to actually save. Let me add S again. Can you see? I have done some changes, right? Now it's telling me to actually save again. But if I click here to save, it will save on the name that I actually saved with the first time. So it's not giving you the opportunity to change any name. Do you understand? And maybe you forgot where this document actually exists. Let me click on the save here so that you can see. So when I save, you see, it has saved based on the first name that they saved it with. So, but let's say I want to change the name again and save it in another name. I will click on my menu button. This is my menu icon here. I'll click on the menu button here. And when this pops out, I will now click on file. See file here? I will click on file. Okay. So when I click on file, options will pop out like this. I will click on save as. Okay. And when I click on save as, this option will come up again. Now I will be able to save. I'll click on location again. I want it to be in location. I'll be able to save again. I'll click on document next. Then I will type whichever name I want. I will click on save again. Now, please, when this last option pops out, I want to make it clear so that you guys will understand. You can select the location where you want the document to be in your phone. So that when you open your file manager, it will be easier for you to locate the file. Okay, so here it's showing document. If I don't want to be in document, I will click where I say this menu. This is the menu button. These lines that are here. I will click here on these 3 horizontal lines to select another location if I don't want this location. But currently here, if I want, it's already telling you that if you click go ahead and save, it's saving on that document. So if I want to locate it, I will go to my file manager, then I will click on document, and I will see it like it to be listed like one of these. So if I don't want that, I will click on this one, and then maybe switch it to download. Okay, it's saving to, okay, not there. Okay, sorry, if I want to switch, I will click on something else. Did you see that? I clicked on that icon there where I saw file manager. Now I wish I can go back. Then you select wherever you want it to be here. If you want it to be under Bluetooth file, you click on Bluetooth. Let's select Bluetooth now. Okay, can you see that it's displaying Bluetooth now? So it's displaying Bluetooth. If I don't want to save it under that Bluetooth file manager, I will click here again where this arrow is. I will click there, and then I will select under download. If I want down, I will select download. That means the document will be saved under download. Okay, so from here I will just hit save. That is it, guys. So it is saved there again. You can use another name. Now you know the location. You want to know where you are saving it because when you go to email to upload the CV, you want to locate it easily. Now and again, some people will be asking, how do we bring in images? For example, if you know you are writing application letter, you need to bring in your signature, right? You will sign on paper, you will scan. I told you guys to download Cam Scanner. Cam Scanner is very easy. When you go to your Google Play Store, just type in here, type Cam Scanner, okay? This is type in here, Cam Scanner. So let me type that real quick. So you type in Cam, then you write scanner. Can you see? When you are done, hit the search button. Or you can click on any of the options that pop out here. You see the same thing, it will automatically search for you. If you don't know where to hit search, just click on anyone that spelled the same thing you are seeing. So the search will automatically go for you. Can you see? So when it pops out, please click on this icon, the one with this picture. This is the Cam Scanner I'm talking about. So you see mine has been installed. It's telling you installed. Yours, it will write install here. Just like this. So you go ahead and click that install to install it. Okay, so now let me update mine. Let me update mine and then open it to show you. For example, now let me sign my signature and then I will scan it to show you guys how it works. Okay, let me sign my signature on the paper and then I will scan it through. Okay, I'm updating mine. So it's very easy to use. Cam Scanner should be, all these things as a job applicant, you should know them. Even when you're working in your offices, it will be easier for you. Life will be easy for you. You need to know them. I mean, you know how to operate TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, these things are easy to also know them. It's not something big. It's not a huge task. Okay, so don't look at it like something difficult. So it's downloading, but it's taking time. So let me just go back and continue my lesson. When it's done, I'll come back and use it. Okay, or let me see if I can locate it here and use it. So this is the cam scanner. Click it, open it. So when it opens, it's free. You're not paying any money. So when it opens, all you need to do is just click on this icon. You see this camera icon that is here. Click on it. So when you click on it, focus your camera, okay, on that thing that you want to scan. For example, I want to scan my signature here. Can you see? I will just click scan. So once you snap it, it will scan it, okay? So I want to crop it. I want to crop it to the edge of the signature alone. Can you see? You bring it down. You bring it down close. You want to make it close, okay? So for anyhow you do it, it will rearrange it and make it straight. So just click on enter. That arrow that was pointing to the right. So I always leave it on magic, okay? Always leave it on magic, where it says magic color. And then click on this option, this tick option that is here. Okay, so when you do that, everything will now rearrange and make it look more nice. All right, so now that I have it here, you have to save it to your phone. Meaning to do that, you have to click where it says more. You click where it says more. These three vertical dotted dots that are here, three vertical dots, that's more. So when you do that, again, click on save to gallery. Okay, click on where it says save to gallery as shown by the arrow. Okay, so it has saved to gallery. That means you can now have access to it. Now you can see your signature is having some background icons that you don't like. So anytime you want to remove your background, okay, you want to make everything look plain so that the signature will appear alone. All you need to do is go to your Google, okay, go to your Google and type in remove icon or remove background. Type remove background, okay. So when you type remove background, click on the first website that has this image where you see www.remove.bg. This is the website you're supposed to use. So click on that website, allow it to load. Okay, now because I save in my gallery, I can easily locate it from here and change the background. Okay, guys, it's loading. Let's be patient. Let's be patient. Let's allow it to load. I don't know what's wrong with the network. I don't know what's wrong. Ha. What is this now? The network is just very slow. I don't wish to waste time here. Okay, I will make a separate video on that, but it's easy. When you go there, you see everything because the time is going and I don't want to keep it long. Okay, so with that said, when you are not done, when you go there and remove the background, you come back to your WPS and then upload it. So I'll teach you guys how to actually upload images like signature, how you can shrink it down. Okay, so maybe I want to upload it right here. Okay, maybe I want to upload the signature right here, somewhere around this place, wherever you want to allow it. Make sure the cursor is there. Okay, the blink is there. Okay, so hit enter. Okay, so that white space in between there, I want the signature to be there. Once I know that this area is selected and is blinking, that means it's ready to type. Okay, I'll go ahead and click on my menu button. Then I will click on where it says insert. Okay, we are on home here. So I'm not on file. I will just go on insert. So I'll click on insert. So when I click on this, what am I inserting? Picture. So click on picture. Okay, so you go ahead and click on that and select it. You see? So now it's very big. All you need to do is to reduce it. Okay, so always click on the edge and drag it down to shrink it down. Don't click on any of these ones. Don't click on any of these ones. Click on the ones by the corner. Either this, or this to reduce it. So I'll click on this one and I will drag it as the arrow is going to shrink it down. So I'll take it like that. I'll take it like this again. Can you see? Can you see? Now it looks nice. Okay. So maybe the spaces in between there is, if it's too much, highlight everything plus the signature. Okay. And go to multiple. Go back to home, select multiple, it's on 0.75. You can still reduce it down to 0.5 so that they will stay tightly together. So where you say yours faithfully and every, see this one? Because it's too tight, can you see the letters entered inside and it's not visible. So anytime you make any mistake and you want to go back to the previous thing you have done, click on this backspace up here as shown by the arrow. So click there, okay? So we go back, you see it's now visible. So when the correction is now normal, you can redo it or you just leave it like that. So when you are done, always hit save. That way it will be saved. So I hope this explains everything, guys. That's just the idea. That's just everything. So let me go back to my network and see if this website is opening. It's not opening. I don't know what's wrong with my data. I think I bought about 4 gig this morning. I don't know. MTN wants to kill me or... So maybe, but it's pretty simple. Maybe I'll make a separate video. Let me check my data. But I want to end this video here. I hope you find this content useful. Please and please subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, oh, please, I'm begging you. That's the way you can support me, guys. All right. If you find this content useful and helpful, guys, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell just so when we make videos, you are going to listen to them on time. Okay. Thank you for listening.